Recently, I've been working with several consulting clients who are planning to live full-time in an RV without traveling. Now, typically when you go to an RV dealership and you talk to a salesman and explain that you want to park an RV next to the lake and not move it, they'll want to sell you what's called a destination trailer. In today's video, I'm going to talk about what I would call the dirty truth about destination trailers and what I would recommend instead of a destination RV. If you're new here, my name is Jacob. I'm an RV technician, and I have several free resources for you on my website, including my Don't Buy a Lemon guide and my 4-point Don't Get Stranded checklist, which covers 4 of the most common reasons that I've been called out to stuck RVs and how you can avoid this happening to you. The first dirty truth is that destination RVs are built with exactly the same components as regular RVs, meaning they're not really meant for full-time use. They're meant for recreational use. For example, the walls on most RVs are about 1.5 inches thick, which means they don't have much insulation. This is better for an RV that's traveling because it's less weight to pull behind your truck, but it's worse for full-timing because it means you're less energy efficient. Because a lot of components in destination trailers are these RV-specific appliances, they tend to cost more than household appliances, even though they're smaller. Second dirty truth is that while they're designed to be moved, they're not really designed for travel. They're not aerodynamic at all, which they do this in order to get taller ceilings and a more roomy feel on the inside. And the suspension on them and frames are really designed to get from the manufacturing site to where you're going to have the RV. They're not really designed for putting thousands of miles of travel on them. Destination RVs, they're not built as durable as housing that is stationary, but they're also not built as good for travel as a standard RV. If you're planning on living in one location and not traveling, then I actually recommend buying a park model RV. PM RVs are classified as RVs because the square footage is less than 400 square feet. The reason RV salesmen don't tell you about park model RVs is they don't get a commission for telling you to go shop somewhere else. If you're planning on full-timing an RV, the kind of RV that you pick is going to matter a lot based on your particular usage. This is why I offer consulting, because sometimes you just need advice from someone who doesn't have a stake in what you buy. I was talking with a client today who's wanting to full-time. He's selling his house to live full-time in an RV, and I don't recommend that he get a park model because he's going to be traveling. But other clients who are shopping RVs for full-time use, I would absolutely steer them away from traditional RVs and suggest that they get a park model because it's going to serve them better. There are several benefits to park model RVs. First off, they are better built. They're made more like manufactured housing and built with more like residential type materials and standards. For example, the walls are going to be full 2x4 thickness construction and drywall finish on the inside. The appliances are all going to be standard household type appliances and a mini split air conditioner instead of the RV rooftop air conditioner. Some of them even come with commercial grade steel roofs. The better construction means these are going to last longer, be more serviceable, and better suited for full-time living if you're not traveling. The other benefit is that these are easier to maintain. RVs have a lot of specialty RV-specific parts that are harder to get and more expensive. Park model RVs, or a PM RV, because it's built with all components you can buy at Home Depot, it's going to be cheaper and easier to service. You're much less likely to have water leaks that will be damaging things inside of your home if you have a steel roof instead of an RV rubber roof. You're not going to have to get up there with a caulk gun every year to reseal it the way that RV roofs need. All in all, they're going to be more durable, require less maintenance, and easier to repair when something actually does break. The third benefit is they're more energy efficient. Because the walls are thicker with more household type insulation in them, they're more energy efficient to heat and cool. The cons of a park model home is that you're typically not going to be able to move it yourself. You would need to pay a professional moving company to relocate it. The other con is that because there's not as many available used, you may have to custom order one. But part of the reason that you don't really find these used very much is that when people buy them, they don't tend to sell them. They just keep them on the property. property, and if they decide to get rid of the property and house, they sell them together. Based on my experience in both the contracting, remodeling world for houses and servicing RVs and servicing park model homes, I really think that the park model RV is going to be the best balance if you need a smaller, more affordable space to live for full-time, non-portable housing. If you're thinking about RV full-timing, I have a whole playlist about different types of RVs and which ones work best for the different styles of full-timing. You can click here to see that playlist, or click here to watch me go undercover at RV dealerships to review RVs.